Welcome to the updated definitive Soul Reaper Bankai tier list. If you haven't already, check out my tier list playlist for my Shikai one, because I made them into separate videos because they're very different, the Shikai moveset and the Bankai moveset. So let's get on to the first mythic. First mythic we have up is Snow, and this is probably one of the best Bankais. It's pretty overpowered. Once you pop Bankai, all your moves have like the negative 50-degree variant, which is your most empowered move for all of them. So they also do a lot of damage, and you're permanently at negative 50 degrees, so amazing for that. Also, your T move is a good arena. It traps the enemy around you and ragdolls them. And once they're ragdolled, you can pretty easily hit your G move after as well, so you just do a pretty simple combo. And I think it ragdolls for every single time, or there's every single person there is in your cage, or something like that. I haven't played it yet, but once I roll it, I'm gonna go crazy with it in Clan Wars, you already know it. But yeah, G move's pretty good as well. All these lock down your enemy, and yeah. Use Snow, it's amazing. Alright, Kyoko. Although the Shikai is really bad, unfortunately it has probably the best Bankai in the game, just because of this swap health on the G move. It makes it so you're able to basically just stand still, take damage, and then swap health last second, and you beat anybody in a mode for mode fight. It's kind of stupid, but other than that, it's not too good. The T move, I know it does like a bar, and it makes it so you can combo extend off of it because they're stuck without able to use their moves or flash step. But other than that, you can't really boss rig with this too well. All your other Shikai moves stay the same as well, so not too good. But I probably have to put it S tier just because the reality shatter. If you pop and Kyoko pops, there's no way that they lose when they can just swap their health the second they get low, unless you are really bad at the game at playing Kyoko. I don't even know how you do bad. And for that reason, I'm probably gonna have to put it S tier, but for boss rating, it is not that good. But for mode 1v1s, it is top tier. Alright, on to Duality. Now, Duality is probably also a very good boss raid one. Once you pop Bankai, all your moves get like an empowered variant. So your Z, X, and C have improvements, and also you get really big like blood M1s. And with these like empowered M1s and crit, if you pop your C move, you can literally just walk people down. You just walk up to them because they're stunned by that. And if they don't know how to parry it, just by holding F, they will just get destroyed by your M1s, because you can M1 during this. And you can also do C into X move as well, because it'll stack the damage, because while you're up here, they'll be getting hit by the C move as well. And your Z move is amazing for just free damage without any counterplay. The G move you can use, or you could use C and then do your G move while they're getting stunned, so you can place this down and then stun them even further. And also the T move is a decent hyper armor move, so yeah. This is probably going to go S tier. It's really good for boss rating. Alright, up next, Benehime. Now, Benehime, I think it's alright. It's really good because you heal like a bar or 2 bars if you just pop your G move. And you can basically spam this move because it has like almost no cooldown. And also the T move does decent damage. But the real thing that makes it really good is every time you use your C move, you get a dodge. And then also your M1s turn into like basically blood M1s like Duality. And then also your crit is pretty big as well. And it's hyper armor as well, so pretty good. Probably gonna put it S tier, honestly, just because of how much you can't die with it. Like, it doesn't have like 2 amazing abilities, but because you get your health back so much and so often, and because you have blood M1 as well, I'm probably gonna put it S tier. Put it above Kyoko. Alright, that was the last mythic. Now on to the legendaries. Now, Susan Bachi is actually pretty good. I know I put it pretty low last time, but after playing it, it's actually really good. The Z move, I think all your moves cripple in Bankai. Like, it's a passive. I don't know which move it is, but they're unable to flash step and they're just stuck there, just free for you to combo. I think it's Neil Infliction. It might be this one. The Z move, but I think all of them might cripple. But they're very empowered variants of your ZX, your normal ZXC, and your silent approach becomes basically instant. There's really no time to react to that. Your T move, it's pretty hard to hit, honestly. It's like weird. You can't use it up close, and it only has a hitbox near the end of it. So use it like a Serum W, where you try to play for it at max range, where you will hit them. And also your G move is also pretty good. It does massive damage. I think you're hyper armor or iframe during this, and you just throw out a move that does a bunch of damage. Really good for if you're capturing somebody running away, or if you want to start a engage with that. You can do G into C, just instantly teleport on top of them. So yeah, probably gonna put this. I look, you want to put it S tier, but I'm gonna put it S tier, honestly. Put above Kyoka. A lot of the Bankais are really good. Alright, Theater. This one is pretty underwhelming in my opinion. None of your moves get empowered, unfortunately, when you pop Bankai. But your T move and G move are alright, but they don't do that much damage. I think this one does like half a bar maybe at most, and then the G move does, I think, a full bar. But still, this isn't really too amazing. If someone pops Theater Bankai, I'm just like, alright. Anyways, it's not like I know it's unwinnable. Like, I have a decent chance at beating them even without popping mode. So I'm probably gonna put it B tier. It's decent, just because of this T move and G move. They do good damage, but other than that, you're not gonna be boss rating with that. Flower. Now this one really is just 1, 2, 3 ZXCTG. It's once you get them in your cage and then you use your Gote move, you can just go ham on them with your M1s or like whatever you want. So yeah, blood M1s, good trap here. No one else can interrupt you, and if you throw your G move, they're just kind of screwed. So yeah, probably putting this S tier because of how stupid it is and how easy it is to play. It takes no skill. Alright, Ice, my favorite Bankai. Unfortunately, I think your moves do get slightly increased in damage, and if they don't get increased in damage, they just turn purple. And maybe the Z move goes further, I don't really know. But you do have a passive where every 20 seconds you will like freeze everyone around you, so if they're not good at like timing one that'll come out, they'll catch most people off guard, and then you can get a free Mortal Ties off and then Glaciality on them, and then they basically are dead. And G's a good gap close. If you get their posture pretty high from like the T move, if they block it, you can guard break them with this, and then you can just do whatever else you want. Probably one of the best modes in the game. I love it for Clan Wars, so I'm gonna put it S tier as well. Alright, Blood. Now, Blood is a pretty good one. I don't know if they nerfed the M1s, but they seem slower than when I last played against them. Your G move is pretty good, but if they know to just block this, they can block it. I don't think it guard breaks after the ball pops. But what makes this really good is, of course, the Blood M1s that last forever, and then, yeah, your parries also ragdoll them, which is pretty nice. But other than that, I don't think it's too special. I think you'll lose to most S tier Bankai because you have to really be up close to do damage and like right on top of them. If they play their distance and then just use their high damage moves, like on Duality, you will get destroyed. So I'm probably gonna put it A tier. It's really good for boss rating, but you just gotta hope you don't go against like a really good one like Duality or Snow. Alright, on to Ink. Now Ink is also amazing. Once you pop your T move and you black and everybody, you reduce their ray regen, and also, or no, it increases their ray cost, but it also makes your what's it called, every move, or it applies an Inked every once in a while. Then your G move also applies Inked with a big AoE, and your M1s become like this. Slams them down. Yeah, with this you can go crazy. It's really amazing on Hakuda. You can do basically true combos. I was in a clan war and this guy knew how to do a 0 to death with Hakuda. You literally could not move because you were stunned by Black Ant. So yeah, use that. And it's also very easy to apply Ink to people because of the G move and whatnot. Your X gets slightly increased, and I think everything else stays the same, but also the crit up tilt, so you can literally use that to combo extend on Hakuda. So if you're playing Ink, you most likely want to play Hakuda. Put in this S tier as well. Alright, Shinso. Again, like the Shikai, I really think it's pretty underwhelming. They're very flashy moves, but it's really nothing too special. I mean, like, yes, you got Kuros, but I don't know. None of these are too good. You got Shoot to Kill, your stuff gets empowered, does decent damage, but I think it's still pretty low damage. Other than like the execute doing, like, if you're below 50% auto executes, I don't think you want to use this because your Shikai is pretty bad, and also your Bankai is, I think it's underwhelming in my opinion. But I'll put it B tier. Maybe if you're really good at hitting all your moves and you're hitting your Kuroses, maybe you'll go crazy with it. But other than that, probably not. Alright, Zangetsu. This has a really good Bankai. It's really underrated. I don't see many people run it, but you have really good guard breaks, you got hyper armor, you got a lot of ragdolls. It's pretty stupid. Your T move, this is no counterplay. You're completely iframe during this. Your G move, basically also no counterplay because you're like in the air, and what are they gonna do? If they parry, they can't hit you. So, no counterplay, really high damage, hyper armor, ragdolls, and guard breaks. What could go wrong? Put that A tier. Alright, Judgment. Now, Judgment, while I said you could be crazy with it, it's really not worth the effort. It does a surprising amount of damage. Like, I think this does a bar or 2 bars. And then this G move, I don't know what it does, honestly. Just don't run Judgment. There's no point. Fire. Now, Fire is a pretty good Bankai. Once you kill people, they turn into like a... I think they turn into, yeah, they turn into a zombie. So if you kill anyone with your C, Z, or T, while they have the fire effect on them, they'll turn into like a drone and run at them. I think of it like a worse Kyoka clone, because I feel like their AI is like different or something, because they just run at people and M1 them instead of using moves. But yeah, pretty good. T move does decent damage, your G move is alright. You can't really combo extend off this one, I'm pretty sure though. But your T move, they buffed this one to do a lot of damage now, so it actually is not too bad. I'm probably gonna put a B tier. It's not too boss raidy, but the clone is pretty nice, I guess. I don't know if your Shikai moves get empowered. I don't think they do. Yeah, no, they don't. Alright, Water. Now, Water is really underrated. For it being a rare, you wouldn't think it's too good, but it is really good for crowd control, because every single time you land any move, it'll spawn a whirlpool, so you can just throw... Once you land one move, you basically land all of them. And on your T move, you have like frame 1 iframes, and you can just sit on the floor forever. So if someone's using like a Cero, Matriella, or whatever, or some high damage move, you can just get out of the way, and you can't really get hit. Or if you're getting jumped by a lot of people and you need to breathe real quick, waiting for cooldowns, just go into your T move. G move is also really good. I recommend you use this once they're already in a whirlpool, because they can't really avoid it. And then all your Z, X, and C are buffed to be bigger or faster and stuff, so really good. Probably gonna put an A tier. Alright, Berserk. Now, Berserk is in a weird place. Like, it's really good because it cripples everybody on all your moves now, and your limit breaker goes a little higher. And while stunned or grabbed, I think this is probably the better part of the Bankai. You just scream, and then it's like Siphon variant, where you push them off of you. I don't know if it ragdolls them. Screaming, oh, it stuns your opponents. Yeah, it's actually even better than Siphon. You can combo extend off the scream. And then the G move is a fast teleport. It's really good. You can use it at the end of a combo or to start one. But sometimes it just teleports you and just doesn't hit them. I don't know if that's because they like dash at weird timing or something, but yeah. Because it ragdolls everybody and you have stupid hyper armor and all your moves are empowered to be below 30% HP one, I'm probably going to say it's, or I think it's actually even better once you go into Bankai. So yeah, probably A tier. Really good. Really good for Clan Wars as well. Alright, Poison Bankai. This one's low-key kind of a joke. Your T move is alright, I guess. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to land. Actually, it's not. I think you're hyper armor during this, so yeah, it's pretty good. But then your G move here, you just start to you start a timer, then you're hyper armored, and then you just walk around waiting to explode. I think this move is pretty bad because you're hyper armored, yes, but people can just throw any move at you while you're stuck there for around a second or two. So, probably gonna put this C tier with Judgment. Nothing too special. Wind. Now, Wind actually, it's really good for crowd control. So if you pop this in Clan Wars and you have another teammate with a high damage Bankai like Snow, Benahime, Susan Bachi, Duality, Ice, they'll just be destroyed by this. I think it does friendly fire, but you trap a lot of enemies and like got crazy crowd control. And then you also have like a hollow purple here, which is kind of funny. So if you land your T move, you can just land this move pretty consistently, because they're not going to run out of this. But although it's alright with teammates, I'm still going to put a B tier. It's nothing too special. Alright, Confusion. I put this one a little too low last time. I kind of forgot that you can multiple times use your Illusion Return and basically regen your health or put it to what it was before when you placed it. So if you place it at 100% HP, 100% Ray, you can go back to it and you're back to that again. And then I think you can use it like a couple times, like 2 to 3 times in Bankai. So you basically have unlimited health, because if you lose more than 5 bars like multiple times while you're in mode, I don't know what you're doing. You're really bad. But the G move is really good, and every single time it hits them, I think it messes up their vision, but this is uncounterable. You're fully iframe during this. And all your other moves, I think on your M1s you start to you invert their vision, so yeah, it's empowered. Probably just because of the this illusion return and your moves, move being really annoying, probably gonna put it high B, maybe pushing A tier if you know how to play it perfectly, but you don't really have high damage moves other than like inverting your screen and annoying them, and then you just land whatever the moveset you have. Like if you're running Kendo, I guess you could do like a vertical down, split gate, or crescent relief. Alright, Creation. Now Creation's Bankai is actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure you can do like a true combo for a bar or two if you know how to use it correctly. But yeah, it's a surprisingly high damage, but yeah, it's actually not bad. Rahasu. M1. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this B tier. If you're good with it, maybe you can make it A tier. I don't really know how to use it myself. I might have to try it out in Clan Wars eventually. But it's pretty underrated. Like, just because it's B tier, don't think it's bad. Alright, Lightning. This one's really good for Clan Wars because the T move and the G move don't friendly fire. This can just chain between people infinitely if you're in a Clan War. If they don't know how to block it, which you should just block it to counter it. But most people aren't really going to be able to block because they're fighting other people. They're fighting their own ones, you know? This is just annoying them as well in the background, so you'll get a lot of damage, you'll help out your teammates in their fights, and there's no downsides to using any of your moves because you can't team kill with them. So yeah, amazing. We're gonna put it A tier. Actually, maybe put it S tier. I'll put it A tier just because you can block it if you're smart, but most of the time you won't be able to block it because you're fighting other people on your own. Alright, Shadow. Now Shadow I don't think has that good of a Bankai. Its T move sometimes doesn't even, or no, the G move sometimes drags in like some random person instead of the one you want. Like, I remember I popped the G move and I pulled in a random Frisker that was literally across the map. I don't know how I hit them, but the person in front of me didn't get pulled. I don't know, it's like weird. But I think also once you're in the G move, damage out to this shot regenerated upon the Shadow Garden. So yeah, you take no damage during this G move. Unless they kill you in here, the second you get out, you're just gonna get all your health back. So it's pretty good, I guess. But you don't really have high damage moves in here. This T move is just annoying. It doesn't really do high damage. So C tier probably. I think that's where I'm gonna end the tier list. If you have any comments or changes you'd make yourself, comment them below. And yeah, make sure you check out my tier list playlist, which will be linked below.